STL Sports Central, the Lou Information Station 590 AM, and the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the MidStates Club Hockey Association Game of the Week. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel.
This is Drew with Too Many Men on the Mic, and I am here with a high school coaching legend, John Mattingly, head coach of the MICDS high school hockey program. John, say hello to our listeners out there.
Hello to everybody. Thrilled to be here. Excited for the game tomorrow night.
John, this is a big game. What do you think your 2 to 3 biggest challenges are as a coach preparing your team for such a big game so early in the season?
Number one, we struggled a little bit early. We have a lot of seniors on the team, and I think they put a little bit too much pressure on themselves to be big numbers guys. They were kind of put pressure that they were going to have to get 3 or 4 goals each, and I think we had to redefine what type of team we are. We're not a high-scoring, high-flying team. We're a gritty team in front of the net. We have to work hard for every goal. The first couple games we struggled a little bit putting the puck in the net, but the last 2 that we've played against O'Fallon, put 9 up on them, and Westminster on Saturday and put 6 up on them. So I think we're finally figuring out how to put the puck in the net.
Nice. Tell me where you think the biggest growth area for your team has been this season versus last season.
Last season was a little bit tough because we had no seniors. So this year we've got a heavy senior class. We've got 7 seniors, and I think each one of them is trying to find their role for the team. They're all leaders, but they all need to find a path to make everybody successful. I think right now we're in that defining time where some of the players are looking to find the net a little bit more. Some are making sure we're shutting other guys down. Once everybody kind of learns their role as a senior and their leadership inside the locker room, outside the locker room, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
What do you have to do specifically to stop Burroughs in a game like this?
This is one of those games where both teams are going to be ready to play. And I think the most important thing for us is to get momentum early. Because if you go late in the game, big rivalry, big crowd, you're going to be in trouble in the third period because it's going to be whoever wants it more. I think if we can get them early, if we can put a couple in the net right off the bat, we should be able to get control, keep momentum. But these games against Burroughs, they come to play us every single time. The last couple of years, we were favored most games, and every single game was tight. We got to remember those games because if we go late with Burroughs, I'm telling you what, they've got a lot of heart, they got a lot of energy. Coach Pete over there gets them going, they're ready to play us, and we can find ourselves in real trouble if we don't get control of the game early.
Well, it sounds like a full tilt, Coach.
It will be.
That is Coach John Mattingly from the MICDS high school hockey program. Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Drew with Too Many Men on the Mic, and I am here with two of the leaders of MICDS's high school hockey team. Fellas, why don't you introduce yourself to the listeners? Tell them a little bit about you, what position you play, and what year you are in school.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jack Tipton. I'm a senior this year at MICDS, and I'm a forward. I play wing and center.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cooper Myers. I'm a senior as well, and I play right wing.
Guys, this is a big game. What do you think are 2 to 3 of your biggest challenges heading into a game like this, and how hyped are you for it?
Personally, I'm extremely excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think there's going to be a lot of people coming to the game, a lot of alumni, a lot of family, a lot of friends come in. So I think there's a lot of pressure on both teams to show up and represent their school for tomorrow night. But I'm excited. I think we're ready for the challenge.
I'd have to kind of go off of what Jack said. I'm excited to play in front of the school environment. I think any game against Burroughs is a very big game at our school, and so I think everyone's going to be coming excited to support our team, and I think it's just up to us to perform as well as we can.
Guys, I have to believe you have some friends on the other team, right? Any chirps you want to put out there?
It's all you.
I'm just excited to see a lot of the people I know at Burroughs, both in the student section on their side and on the players on the ice. I think it'll be fun to play them, show the school, and show them that I think we're going to win tomorrow night, and I'm excited for it.
For a game like this, guys, big game this early in the season, what's your go-to song and what's your go-to meal for a game like this?
Pre-game meals kind of vary, honestly. Usually we get a group of guys to go, usually the team if we can get that going, but usually some pasta, chicken, just kind of anything healthy. Pre-game music, we kind of mix it up a lot of rap, a lot of SoundCloud mixes, get the team going.
I actually am a little bit different than Jack. Every single game I have to have a peppermint milkshake from Chick-fil-A before the game. So I will be stopping and getting one of those before the Burroughs game. And I kind of have to agree with Jack. I kind of like the upbeat, like EDM type of stuff. Gets me going, it kind of gets me excited and puts me in game mode.
Nice. Guys, as two leaders of the team, tell me, what are you most excited for about your team this year?
I'm really excited to see how the team gets better every game. We're a really tight-knit group, a lot of friends on the team. I think we have a great time every time we're together. The energy's really high, and I think we just keep that going all season. We'll just keep getting better and better.
I think to kind of agree with Jack's point, I think we've got a very solid top to bottom team. Everyone kind of gets to contribute, so it's exciting to see that everyone on the team is invested in us winning and us doing well in these games. And then it's our senior year. We've played together. Most of us have played together since we were really young, like 3 years, learned to play even. And so I think it's very exciting to kind of get to ride out our last year together and really leave it all on the table.
That's Jack and Cooper, two leaders of the MICDS high school hockey team. Good luck this week, fellas.
Thank you.
Good job, boys.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years. Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
Always go after
one draw against Westminster, who MICDS, as previously mentioned, they beat 6-0 on Saturday night.
They blew them out, and when we showed up to the rink to get ready for our Oakville versus Lafayette matchup, I believe MICDS had scored a shorthanded goal in about 1 minute of us being at the rink. So they were playing fast. They were playing with their head on fire. They are ready to go. They're looking for another strong performance from their forwards. MICDS, their goal leader and their point leader, and I guess their goal and assist leader, so he obviously led in points, Kiefer Weingard, last year, he led the team in points. He is leading the team in points right now with 6. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists. Look for him to have another strong game and try and push those numbers up and continue to be the spark that leads MICDS to the win.
Well, speaking of John Burroughs now, they will be led in part by Spencer King. He's got 3 points and a power play goal alongside Joshua Lamb. He's got 1 goal but 2 assists, both of them leading the way, just 3 points. Just 7 goals all season so far here for John Burroughs. But they're looking to turn the tide here as Juackery once again caught up, this time with the John Burroughs guys with head coach Pete McKeon alongside Spencer King on the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast.
This is Drew with Too Many Men on the Mic, and I am here with Pete McCown, head coach of the Burroughs High School hockey program. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Thanks for joining us. This is a big game coming up. You and MICDS. What are your 2 to 3 biggest challenges as a coach preparing your team for a big game like this so early in the season?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I think a lot of it has to do with like not letting it turn into in the end of the day, like for me, it's still a hockey game. And I think if we build it up too much, you run the risk of, using that emotional tank too early in the game. I feel like the best hockey teams are the ones who were able to continue to have that same energy from period 1 through period 3. So it's treating it with that respect that we're going to have to bring our best throughout the game, but recognizing that you can't win a game in the first shift, but you can lose a game. So really trying to focus our team on trying to have a level head throughout the game so that the moment doesn't become too big.
Well said. It's a new season, Coach. Tell the listeners a little bit about what improvements do you see in your team this year over last year?
Sure. I mean, I think one thing that is just the longer I coach high school hockey, the more I realize it. The jump students make from 9th grade to 10th grade or from 10th grade to 11th grade is pretty dramatic. So you could have someone who might not have contributed as much in their first year within the program, and then they come back in, 20 pounds heavier and with a more aggressive mindset. So we've had a lot of kids make pretty significant jumps from role players to people who are going to be playing regular shifts. On top of that, I feel like we've been really lucky in my time here. We have such good senior leadership every year that I feel confident that the culture isn't going to shift dramatically. And I think the culture of Burroughs hockey has always been its strength. And we have guys like Spencer King, Harlan Imster, Ben Zaraga, Finn Arambaru, Hank Karlovic. All these seniors have put 4 years of time into this program, and by the time they're like in the leadership role, a lot of what that I have to say, they're showing with their example or bringing to the program each practice or each game. So I feel lucky that those seniors kind of make my job easier, because culture building, I think, is really important with hockey. And I think that that's the strength that we still have from year to year that like allows us to compete.
Well, that's great. Having strong leadership is definitely nice to have on a hockey team. Last question, Coach. What's the biggest key to your success versus an opponent like MICDS? What do you think you need to do well to stop them?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, first and foremost, I have like a ton of respect for MICDS. Their coach, John Mattingly, I have an immense amount of respect for. He's someone I think coaches the game the right way. So I know that every MICDS team I coach against is going to be disciplined and fundamentally sound. They're going to protect the front of their net. They're going to forecheck hard. They're going to be positionally sound. They're not going to take silly penalties. So we need to match that energy as best we can. We need to have that disciplined mindset. And then it kind of goes back to my answer on the first one. If we allow our emotion to get the best of us, we'll struggle keeping track of, the front of our net or staying out of the penalty box. But against a Mattingly coach team, you need to do the simple things right in order for the other things to work. So our main goal will be kind of leaning into fundamentals, and just like not allowing the other team to outwork us. It's one of the fun. I love coaching against John, and against MICDS, because I do think that's a game that brings the best out of the Bombers. Because it feels like there's more at stake, and it's exciting. So to have it the night before Thanksgiving, I don't know that we could ask for anything better. I'm hoping that the Burroughs and Rams alumni come out so they can, relive some of their glory days through the kids on the ice, because it'll be fun. It's always a treat to coach against them, and I have nothing but respect for that team and how they bring the best out in us.
Well, that's head coach Pete McCown of the Burroughs High School hockey game. Coach, good luck this week.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
This is Drew with Too Many Men on the Mic, and I am here with John Burroughs, high school hockey captain and leader of the hockey club. Why don't you introduce yourself to our listening audience, Spencer? Tell them who you are, what position you play, and a little bit about yourself.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Spencer King. I'm a senior defenseman on the John Burroughs hockey team. I've played hockey since I could walk. I've played all different levels of club hockey, and it's everything I've known. So hockey means everything to me, and I'm really excited for this game.
Well, you just great segue into my next question. So tell me, how hyped are you for this game and why?
This is the game I circle every year on my calendar. My freshman year, we played these guys 3 times, and unfortunately we lost all 3 by 1 goal. And then 2 years ago, we knocked them out of the playoffs, which was obviously a great feeling. So I think this year, there's definitely a lot of guys I know on this team. I'm sure there's no lost blood between everyone. So I'm sure the fan base is going to be pretty electric. It's going to be right before the Jesuit Cup following us. So I'm really excited for this one.
Well, you just mentioned you know a couple guys on this team, Spencer. So tell me, what's the chatter been like leading up to this game? Do you want to put a chirp out there?
I am a guy that is never afraid of anyone, but I do respect everyone. That's what I've been taught my entire life. So there's definitely a few guys on this team that I've known through hockey and through other sports and just kind of social life. So I definitely respect everyone on that team. I think they build a good program over there, kind of similar to us. So, no, I don't think I want to give a chirp out. But, again, I think it's going to be a great game, and I think they should watch out.
All right, well said. So tell me, for a game like this, what's your go-to pregame song, and what's your go-to pregame meal?
Wow. I would go pregame song for me has to be Thunderstruck, AC/DC.
Love it.
That definitely gets me in the mood. And then pregame meal, it's always peanut butter jelly sandwich. That is my go-to. And then I'll have a banana and a breakfast bar right before we head out. So got to stay fueled. But yeah, I am definitely a superstitious guy. So
I love it. Old school PB&J. So tell me,
yes.
as a leader on this team, what are you most excited for this season with your club?
I think I'm definitely excited to see the young guys step up. I think this is our second year with a younger core. I'd say the bulk of our team are sophomores and juniors. And I think in the past, we've been definitely senior heavy. So I'm really excited to see what this new kind of version of the John Burroughs program is like. And I do feel pretty confident that when I do graduate after this year, that our team is going to be in good hands with this young core getting older and older. We have a lot of great middle schoolers that are coming up, a lot of good eighth graders that are on AAA and Central State. So I am definitely excited to see where this program can go and try to end my final year off with a bang for sure.
Well, that's Spencer King, captain of the John Burroughs High School hockey program. Spencer, good luck this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
We love this game. We notice we love this game. We notice something missing. Youth hockey families needed a space that's real, supportive, and actually about their experience.
Not just the AAA highlight reel, we're talking B and C, A-level players, first-time hockey parents, and every kid grinding to get better.
We're here to share stories, learn from each other, and have a blast doing it.
No drama, no negativity, just love for the game.
We're growing the game from the ground up, one episode at a time.
Too many men on the mic. Hockey is more fun the better you get at it.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years.
Oh.
Just in time, the lights are on, the puck just about ready to go. The warm-ups have begun as we get ready for the Rams and the Bombers live from Afton Ice Arena right here on the Lou Information Station, KLIS 590. And it's going to be one heck of a matchup. Looking forward. And man, another one. I mean, you talked about it. This hasn't been the biggest rivalry. Obviously, we had Fox Seckman right before this. I mean, there was things we can't say on radio, throwing it at the student sections across from each other over parents. That's something I'd never seen in my life. And I mean, it may not be a full crowd here today for this one. It may not be the biggest rivalry in the state, but man, I think this is really going to be one heck of a game. And you heard it. I mean, this is a game that's circled on some calendars as well between these two teams.
It is going to be a fun one. These teams don't really like each other. They play quite a bit against each other. And MICDS kind of has Burroughs' number in recent years. So it's going to be interesting to see Burroughs have to battle back from that. And especially off of their slow start of the season. And MICDS, who has put up 11 goals in their last two games, they're looking to keep the offense hot. The goaltenders for Burroughs have to be ready.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest one, the tough thing is we don't have the exact stats, but Burroughs has put up a handful of goals. They have one shutout so far this season, but they also have a forfeit in the mix as well. They've had some close games. The only one that really got out of hand was the first one against Ladue, where they lost 10-2 in Queenie. But other than that, it was a 3-0 win. The 2-1 loss to Wentzville Holt, a 3-0 win over Webster Groves, I may add. And they had the forfeit against Priori, and then the 1-1 tie against Westminster. But on the other side, MICDS has had a really up and down. They lost to Webster Groves in their opening game of the season, 6-1. Tied St. Dominic 2-2. Tied Wentzville Timberland 1-1. before going on a 2-game heater right now, taking down Northwest 5-3 right here in Afton, and then 6-0 at the South County rink over at the Kennedy Complex. And so they're trying to continue the roll. They're certainly on a little bit of a hot streak right now. And on the other side, though, John Burroughs trying to get back to the winning ways, just the one win so far this season.
Yeah, Burroughs is looking to get on the right track. MICDS, like you said, just looking to keep it moving, keep it rolling, stay hot. Look for them to be aggressive early and try and build a big lead that they think that they can come in and they can just crush Burroughs and put them down early, and then they're playing with the lead the rest of the night.
And one thing that not a lot of people talk about, and I've learned this a lot especially just the youth level, the biggest aspect of a game that I have found that affects a team the most is the mental game. And when you're down early, when a team strikes early, it is so hard for a team to get back into it. We've seen that in games so far this season, an early strike, and it's just so hard to get right back into that game. Kind of saw it in the Lafayette-Oakville game. And the biggest thing, obviously, like you said, if MICDS can get off to a really quick start, they will probably run away with this game. Otherwise, John Burroughs, they got to have a really heavy mental fortitude. On the other side, they got to get off to a hot start themselves.
Burroughs has to get the puck in early and hold it and get some movement around and just try to find one early. Try and slip one past them. Try and get into MICDS's heads that, hey, we're going to be here all night long. We're going to be here for 45 minutes, and we're going to try and give it to you for every single second of those.
Well, another fun one here, and a fun Thanksgiving weekend. A nice way to end off, I should say, the school week of Thanksgiving. It's going to be, obviously, we had the great matchup beforehand. We got today in our Mid-States game of the week here. And then afterwards, if you're in the Afton area, you're coming by, or, if you're already coming to the game, it's going to be a fantastic game. Three-time defending champs DeSmet taking on SLU High School, who, of course, they were the last team to win before DeSmet in that 2022 season. After that, it was all DeSmet since. So that's going to be a really good matchup later on today. Kind of weird to say when a team hasn't won a championship in 3 years that it's still the matchup of the past two state champions going on later tonight. But, obviously today, our main focus here is this Rams team. And it is a private school battle, and that's going to be obviously something to point to. Is this is a little bit of a smaller atmosphere. You don't have as much of the crowd. You don't have much of the atmosphere. And now watching last game, how much do you think that kind of affects a team when you don't have people lining up against the glass, constantly giving you some hand gestures that, again, we probably can't talk about so much on air, but just barking in your face. And at the high school level, I think, is one of the biggest spots where atmosphere plays a factor.
Well, and the other thing about last game was it was back and forth. When it's a back and forth game, both sides are getting it, so it's less of a problem. When it's one-sided, when it's a one-sided affair, that absolutely plays into it. The fans just start to eat at you. It's not going to be like that for this game. Smaller crowd. You're probably still going to hear some things from the student sections of both schools, but it's not going to be as rowdy and as raucous as the Seckman Fox game was, but it's still going to be a fun one here at Afton tonight.
Getting ready, our opening period brought to you by Vantage Credit Union. The first period brought to you by Vantage Credit Union, your financial partner for life in Metro St. Louis. Learn more at vcu.com. And we've obviously been looking forward to this, and we look forward to every single game. And I think it's really special just to highlight these two teams here today. Just kind of the lesser known of the two sandwiched between. I think that's what makes this game a little bit special, is that people are going to overlook this one here today. You're sandwiched between a fantastic Jeffco rivalry game and, as mentioned earlier, your previous two state champions. So this, I think, just has a little bit more meaning to these two teams where they're saying, we're getting overlooked here. This isn't as cool of a game. This isn't as good as the game as the rest have said. I think they're going to put on one heck of a show just as something that's part of that as well.
They're going to be ready to go. They're going to have a little bit of extra fire. They definitely probably feel a little bit of that overlook, but we are ready to go here at Afton.
Puck drop underway as it is Weingrad winning it back for the Rams. Played in and a big hit to start on the backside by Boser. And immediately John Burroughs in the zone. They're getting to work. Up top at the far point, wrists it in off of the back wall. Trying to drag it over in front again was Besser. And we're giving up away, stolen away. King trying to bring it into the zone. Can't push it through. Still battled for. It's popped around. Backhand at the sharp angle and pops away at the goal line. Going to be all the way around for Tipton. Tries to play it up. King will have it now on the near side. He'll wait. Waiting for Myers to collide. And now Myers, the captain, with space. He brings it in. Myers, top of the circle. Quick shot. Blocker save on the backside. Morgan Hollenberg, your starting goaltender here tonight for John Burroughs here, as they bring it up ice with McDonald. Lays it off. Besser. Lamb trying to skate it through. Top of the near circle. Centering feed into skates. Played around. Moving it away was Theodoro. Moving it out of the point. And the Rams are finally able to get it out, but not a clean breakout. There to stop her there was Kolovich. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be a hand pass. And it will come out of the zone.
Burroughs is coming out hot. They're looking to score. Like we said, they're looking to find and put some pressure on MICDS early.
Drew Danforth on to take the draw against Ian Dredge. A little bit of a slow start to the draw from Dredge. One forward by the Rams, but it ends up back in their own zone. Good keep in there on the outside by Broderick. Centering feed. Dredge waits, shoots. Got blocked out in front there off of the feet of Brian out in the slot. And moved ahead. Trying to move it forward was Gillies. He's got a goal and assist this season for the Rams. Farlovic up ahead to Dredge on the near side wall. Played around and blown a tire there was Brian, and it's going to cause some trouble. Trelby there. Try the center. No one there. It just ended up on the near side of the net. Played up to the hash marks. Maxwell Chen racing up, able to tip it ahead. Into center ice. It will roll over to the stick upon set. Trying to clear it across. And bringing it back around there with control is Ian Dredge. Near side pass up ahead. Karlovic through him. Back away. Here comes Weingrad. 4 goals and offside as early into the zone was Chen. And it was that was Weingrad trying to take it through the center of the blue line.
Weingrad was looking to find the back of the net there and give MICDS a little bit of energy boost, as it currently stands as Burroughs is dominating the offensive possessions right now.
Blue unable to win it back. Shot back down as Weingrad with the face-off win. McDonald with it behind his own cage. Now he'll bring it up for the Bombers. Off of the glass. Kicked in, kept alive there by Hogan. Trying to move it away. That's Sam Hogan, that is. He and Liam Hogan, the Hogan brothers, up ahead. Here's Weingrad, 2-on-2. Plays it off to the far side. Shot in, off of the post. Ringing iron with a good chance. Cooper Myers, the captain, unable to connect. A big hit in front of the Bomber bench. And now Myers tries to toe drag it through. Can't connect. Whacked at and back into the neutral zone. Played up ahead to the near side advertising. Myers able to get a swinging backhand back into the zone. There to pick it up, James Liu. Across. Fresh off of the bench was Lamb. Couldn't get control. Drops all the way back to Theodoro. Played across. Now Besser able to bring it in. Could be a 2-on-1. Cross was a little slow in the toe drag. Centers and couldn't find anyone in a white sweater. Back across up the near side. Weingrad. A lot of minutes already early for this first line. Popped out, rebound off the shot. Played around, centered, and no one there in the black. Rams wearing the black jerseys with the maroon, kind of a burgundy that is, and an icing on the play. A burgundy, numbers and letters across the front and back with the nice school crest on the shoulders. St. John Burroughs there, or John's Burroughs, correction, there with the blue shoulders and the white jerseys with the yellow stripes and blue trim. With the blue breezers as well. Love the all black and burgundy look here for MICDS.
It's a sleek jersey.
They are really, really nice. One of my favorites so far that we've had. Into the near side or far side dot inside of the Ram zone. Kept alive by the Bombers. Lamb watching. Trying to move it up ahead with Siegel. And it pops back to him at the far side hash marks. Flips one ahead towards the neutral zone. Will follow the stick of the defenseman, Karlovic. And fired back in there by Zariga.
Bombers are playing with a lot of intensity here early, trying to find their way towards the net. They haven't got a lot of shots on goal yet, but you can kind of feel like it's going to be coming here soon.
Dredge moving it around. And finally, the Rams back out of their own zone. Danforth moving it ahead, try to toe drag, couldn't find the space. Good stick, 3-on-2. Here come the Bombers along the far side. They move it ahead. Doesn't pass it. Trobe center back over to Lamb on the backhand. Played up ahead. And we'll roll all the way back to Spencer King, the defenseman, leading this team in goals. 2 goals, 1 assist so far for him, alongside a power play goal amongst those two. As the Rams trying to move it ahead. Another one intercepted as the Bomber chants come in from a small but certainly lively student section. Picked off in the other way. Here comes Froelich. He gets run into the boards. The assistant captain, King, trying to move it ahead. Got flipped forward inside of the near side dot. Kept alive. Theodoro flipping it down deep. Effelbein trying to center. Couldn't connect with anyone. Pop back up. Played around and right into the glove as Brodbeck exchanging some words in the backside with Theodoro as out in front of the net, Joseph Lawson was ready for a rebound.
The atmosphere is starting to pick up here a little bit. You can start to see maybe a little bit more people are showing up for this one.
Weingrad on the draw against James Liu. Listed as a defenseman, but he's playing a little bit of center here tonight. Played around. Spital there to pick it up along the boards. He'll dump it in deep. Just made the red line. Stop behind the net there. Evan Doherty in the net here tonight for MICDS. He's got an 0-1-1 record. This one shot in and a save made. Popped out in front. Maybe a cross check. Got away with it for a second there. Whacking away at it. Theodoro able to move it up ice. Played around. And now it pops onto the stick of Myers. Moving it ahead. Trying to toe jack through. Gets tangled up. He and King going at it a little bit. Goes into the corner. And it pops back up. Here comes Cooper Myers behind the net. King picking it up near side corner. Flipping it up ahead. Good glove on the backside there by Seagal. Now pop back up. Shot in. Save made. Oh, but it pops back up. As Holenberg didn't realize she had it in the chest. Now centering feed deflected and it goes to the far corner. Long one up ahead. Deflects. No icing and a break there for the Bombers. Some sustained pressure there from the Rams, keeping them on their toes. Wristed up ahead. Myers deflecting it over the far side. Gillies 2-on-1 out in front and stick away. Trying to find Danforth out in front into the slot, popping around. Nice hit on the near side. Karlovic. And now Besser to bring it up ice. Through the neutral zone across center. 3-on-3. Brings it through himself into the far, near side corner. Looks for a possible wraparound. Takes it for a tour. Back up top. Karlovic looking for a deflection. Still loose out front. Popping away and punched away at the last second by the Rams defenseman. Nearly pushing it through there on the right in front of the net was Trobe. And now Karlovic with a shot through traffic. Pops up off of the wall and through. And not happy about it, the Rams, after Trobe came in with a little bit of a late stick. But no, it was before the whistle, so understandable.
What a chance there for John Burroughs as that puck gets bouncing around in the crease. Just need to get a stick on it. Just need to tap it in. The goaltender's not aware of where it is. Great defensive play by MICDS to punch that to the corner and get away with not letting one in.
One back there by Wilson Froelich. And now Rams the other way. Moving it up ice. Lawson moving it ahead. Shoved off the puck. Karlovic picking it up. Moves it around onto the near side advertising. Played it ahead. Trying to find a skated Trobe. Somehow fell to him. Possible 2-on-1. Leaves it off for Lamb. Just too far out in front of him as Trobe had about 3 black jerseys coming all around him. Pop back up and Besser will just take it out of the zone. Zane Besser's got a goal. Nothing else so far on the season here. Wrists it around. There to pick it up is Carmody. A battle for the corner. A couple bodies tumbling around on the far side, and a pass trying to move it across from Karlovic to King was just out of the zone. Might have been deflected on the dump-in by King. A couple of changes here for the Bombers. Back up ahead, Lawson swats at it, brings it to the near side. King up ahead, over his own blue line, over the red line, blue line. Slapper goes high and wide. Popped over, Besser with a good move in the far side. Look, sharp angle shot, popped up and into the netting as he found the shoulder there of Doherty.
Fantastic opportunity for John Burroughs. They, on that pile of bodies on the far side corner, and the puck just barely sneaks out of the zone. If they connect inside of the O zone, they have a straight line to the net with one man to beat, and they got two guys in the zone.
Back up ahead, long stretch pass, moving it ahead. Myers trying to skate through, and King stands him up. Good play by King at the top of the near circle, and then brought up the other way. Poncet moving it ahead. Goes all the way to the penalty boxes, and it will roll back. Theodoro will wait, stretch pass ahead, try to connect with Cooper Myers. Rolls through. Myers 1 goal, but 5 assists so far on the season for 6 total points. Long flip pass ahead. Lands into the skates, tripped up, no call. 3-on-2, shot in, save made, loose in the slot, pushed just wide by Weingrab. Goes to the far side along the wall. McDonald will rip it up. Good glove in front. Myers, slapper, got blocked by a sliding King in front of the crease. Picked off, though. Myers again trying to move it ahead. Brings it back up to the point. Theodoro waits, shot through traffic. Save made, rebound, they score! Kiefer Weingrad, what do you know? His 5th of the season.
Fantastic opportunity for MICDS. They get the puck moving. They get John Burroughs moving around the zone. They start stumbling over themselves, and then they find a shot to laser one in from the point, gets the rebound opportunity, and Weingrad puts it in.
Weingrad at 9:18 of the first period makes it 1-0 in favor of the Rams. Face off one back by the Bombers. Here's Besser across the near side, bringing it in quickly. Wanted to go across there for Zariga. Popped back down into below the goal line. Besser wrapping it around. Zariga there to pick it up with Trobe watching by. He's getting shoved around a bit by Tipton. Still battled for, and finally pops back up. Now Lamb watches, tried to draw it across in the slot. Theodoro was able to get a save or a sliding stick on it out in front. Center feed, no one in the slot for the Bombers. Still bouncing around. Besser there now. Will sling it across, trying to go cross corner. And now played up ice. Captain to captain, but no captain in sight on the other side as it was played down by Theodoro. Well, don't forget MidStates Hockey Game of the Week brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. 5:01 to go here in the first. The Rams with the 1-0 lead here over the Bombers. Face-off one forward by Danforth, but the possession to the Bombers. There to get it is Jackson Bryan. Up to the point. Trobe just shoots one in on net. Lou racing in. Puts a little bit of a check on, not much. Wrists it down. Spital able to keep it in. Moving it up. Drops it back on the backhand. Shot in, wrister high, and then missing everything. Karlovic waits, wristing it back down low below the goal line. Lou behind the cage. Brings it up far corner. Waits. Tries to wrist one, snap one into the point there for Karlovic. Couldn't connect. Up ahead. Deflected in by Lou. Doesn't go anywhere, though. Moving it ahead. Chang able to get a stick on it. Played back in. Right. Waiting for it is Bryan. He'll move it up ice. Maxwell Chen now. Through the neutral zone. Over the red line. He'll bring it in. Circle. Centering feed. Pops out in front. Sticked away by Holenberg. Back up to the point. Clearing attempt. No good. Shot blocked out in front there by Spital. Up ahead. Still trying to move it ahead. John Burroughs. Not a clean breakout. They bring it in. Jang. Trobe. Waits, dangles, tries to toe drag on top of the circle, feeds it off, goes through everyone to the far wall. Kept the line there for a second by Poncet. Still moving in. Good move by Trobe. Moving in, puts a man into the wall. That was the ever-waiting Seagal. Back up top. King waits, shot in, and that one just fired high over the glove there, the waiting Doherty. Now moving it up ahead. Here comes Jackson Bryan. Thought that a rushing Chen would be meeting it at the red line, but he wasn't there. Under control, Broadbeck. Tries to move it up ahead. Can't. Playing it off the wall right to Froelich. And now Froelich of the far side. Taken away from him. Dredge now. Over the blue line. Making a move through on the far side. Dips it back down right in front of the Zamboni doors. Pumped right back down low by Vance. Back around. Lawson with it. Flips one ahead. King with the pick. Wrists it back down low. Dredge now. Able to pick it up on the forehand. Trying to kick it away. Top of the circle. Taken away by Lawson. He'll move it up ice. Playing it over. Hushim off of his stick and right down low to King. He'll bring it around. Fans on the pass. Trying to connect with his D partner. Pops back out in front and a pad save out in front by Holenberg. Quick turnaround shot. Loose in the crease and finally covered up by Holenberg. Able to find it at the last second.
Fantastic job by Holenberg there to stay on their feet and watching the puck and not losing sight of it when she makes a great pad save on the right side and it bounces away.
Face off near side, blocker side of Holenberg. Zariga lining up against the lone goal scorer Weingrad, and Weingrad wins it back. Myers battling forward along. Centering feed by Weingrad, couldn't connect from Myers in the slot. Moving it out in front, Sam Hogan back down low there to pick it up. McDonald. Back at McDonald, right behind the goal line. Moves it up ahead. Herlovic sticked away. That time from Lamb. They move it all the way back, that being the Rams. Off the wall, Zariga having to hold up. Played back in. Bombers are offside, but played right back out by the Rams. Back in. A lot of the zone possession has been in favor of the Bombers, but the chances have all been for the Rams.
The Rams have had a lot of chances here early, and they've gotten a lot, and they've only been able to pot one, but more have to be coming.
Out in front and a big pad save. A good stick by Besser. Just couldn't pull it off on the backhand. Final minute 24 here of this first period. Up along the wall, kept in, glove down. Zariga tried to swat it down right through the skates at Tipton. And now over across. Besser over the red line, 2-on-3 with Lamb. Brings it through, shot in. Blocker save, rebound just got put away as the pad save kicked right out to Lamb on his backhand. In the near side corner, back up top. Moved up ahead. That's going to go the lane. No icing. They're going to say Trobe had a chance to play it and didn't. So he'll pick it up. He'll move it around to the near side corner. Makes the move for pass one, pass two. Knocked down. And a penalty coming up. Our first power play of the game, and a linesman taking a tumble as well. Don't forget, though, Vantage Credit Union wants to give you a little financial boost. Right now, they're offering you $250 to join as a new member. Just open a new checking account and use promo code STL250. It's that easy. Whether you're saving for hockey tickets, gear, or your next financial goal, Vantage is here to help. Don't wait. Visit vcu.com/checking250 today.
The captain, Theodoro, is going to head to the box for two as the Bombers have a late offensive chance here.
They're going to call it a holding, or at least that's what it's going to go off of, as the first chance unable to get set up. Final few seconds here. That one coming at 14:15 of this first period. Besser racing it in. Drops it back off to King. Has 30 seconds to work with. Skating it up in the slot. Shot in over everything. Zariga at the far hash mark. Drops it back to King. 20 seconds. They're going to need to look for a lane. Zariga far side. Centers out in front. Slid across and picked off by Gillies and fires it down. 10 seconds to go. King turning and looking. Now he's got to speed up. King bringing it over the blue line. Dishes it off. They got to get a shot. Besser. Shot in. Save made. Still loose out in front. It trickles below the goal line. And the buzzer sounds.
Fantastic save there by Doherty. As clock was winding down, kind of feel a little bit relaxed. Maybe the buzzer's going to save you. Stays on his feet. Makes a great save to put this one away. But the Bombers are going to have a power play chance coming into the second period.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking at branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit splashstl.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years. Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
Start of the second here, brought to you by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stifel. Bombers have 1:15 left on a Theodoro power play as this one's swatted all the way down by Myers off a good face-off win to clear it down for the Rams. And now Broadbeck will move it up ice. Burroughs looking to set up, shot in, fired wide over everything. King to pick it up. Rolled through him, not super clean. Glove down, played up ahead. Myers trying to skate it up shorthanded, 2v2. He's got Tipton with him. Skating through Myers, a good move. Dishes it off, try to connect with Tipton. Somehow rolls over to 24 in the black sweater. And he holds it up along the wall in the corner. Smart play there by Tipton, but now back the other way. Here comes Burroughs over the blue line. Dished off, dancing in. Broadbeck. Back up, Besser doesn't get all the way to him. Clearing attempt goes off of Myers. Broadbeck now racing in, looking to clear it. Sam Hogan gets it through, but not very far. Now Myers skating it through. A nice hard one on the stick by Broadbeck. Shot fired wide off the shorthanded chance.
Looking at one final push here for Burroughs.
And here it comes, possible 2-on-1. They move it up ahead. Shot in, save made out in front by Doherty. As Poncet was not ready off of the 2-on-1, and Theodoro is out of the box. Backhand up ahead, 2-on-0, Myers offside. They were offside on the 2-on-0. Maxwell Chen too early into the zone.
A missed opportunity there for MICDS. Chen just gets a hair inside of the blue line before the puck crosses, and that is saving Hollenberg there, because that is a tough situation to be in. A 2-on-0 with a team that's been putting up some offensive numbers in recent games.
Face off, one back. And fired in deep by John Burroughs. A play in, a hard hit along the back wall. Up ahead is Spital putting Matthew Carmody into the wall. And another hit on the other side, Karlovic putting his man into the wall, that being Andrew Mills. Pop back up, shot in, deflected, and a glove save as that one was bouncing up, down, and around. And finally into the glove of Hollenberg.
Fielding like a first baseman. Couple bounces, just stick your glove up, knock it down.
First baseman off of the bag. That took a wicked bounce. A not flat puck at all, and somehow Hollenberg saw it the full way. Good play off of the wall. Here come the Bombers the other way. Played up ahead by Dredge. He's put into the wall. Spital giving chase. He fans on it. Gets run into. A couple of guys fanning on it. And finally played back. And down on the ice there, struggling as it goes to the point. And back out as Carmody is just slow and laboring right now. And now a chance. Here comes John Burroughs. In, shot into the netting. Oh, and that just saved Carmody and the Rams, and Carmody is still down.
Got knocked down behind the net. It looked like a stick went somewhere that it probably shouldn't have. Not quite sure what it's going to be. He's getting helped off here. Hopefully everything is all right.
That's all you can hope for. It's just everything's okay for him.
He was struggling to get up, and then when he did get up, he ended up going right back down. Hopefully it is nothing serious, and you'll see him back out.
Student sections, they have grown quite a bit.
Slowly but surely.
You were right. They did end up getting a little bigger in the end.
Here comes some more MICDS fans here below us.
A little bit of a late start, but I think it's partially because the parking lot was just so full that it's a little bit hard to even just get into it with everyone leaving. Face off, one back. Poncet centering feed out in front, deflected on, but not a lot of speed coming from Eimster. He puts his body into a man behind the net. That being Weingard, and he's shoved down by Theodoro. Stretch pass up ahead. Can't connect with Tipton all the way down, but doesn't go the length. King will turn and wrap it around to the near side. Up along the boards. Can't get it through. Good play by Weingrad. Back below, Myers skating through. Myers to his backhand, rolls away from him. Man, lost his glove. That was McDonald. And back out of the zone. There to get it there is Hogan. Popping around, off of the glass and back down deep for the Rams. Took a weird bounce off of Stanchion and ended up behind the net. McDonald to pick it up, flips it over. King there waiting. Eimster fires it right into his skates in the near corner. Flip pass up ahead, going through, unable to glove it down cleanly and slapped into the zone by Ponset. We'll just kind of wait and watch. Theodoro up ahead, able to find his man in Tipton, trying to move it through. Runs into a guy. And now the other way. Theodoro bringing it through on his backhand. Tries to flip one on the short side. Ends up going all the way to the far corner. Quick center feed. Nobody there. Zariga off of the boards. Doesn't get it out. And now pounding away. Ponset trying to speed up ahead. It rolled too far away from him. And Gillies had an extra step as well. Back the other way. Could have been dangerous there. Able to get away with it. Moving up ahead. Kings, as MICDS may have got away with a too many men penalty on the back side, but King on the spin around shot right into the glove of the waiting Doherty. Some interesting looks from Doherty. He's only started 2 games, this being his 3rd. He's let up 8 goals, so just 795 coming into tonight in a 4 GAA. So
playing a solid net right now, not letting anything through as of yet. Couple of great chances for Burroughs, but nothing has bounced their way yet when it gets inside the crease.
Moving through and able to pick it up. Chen spinning back in the corner. Goes back to his forehand. Out in front, a look. Bounced right over the stick of Danforth. Backhand look from the point and drilled in. Bounced through and rolled straight to the crease. Off the glass. Into the neutral zone, but not out of possession of the Rams. There to get it is Siegel. He'll fire it in and we'll just get a glove on it, Holenberg, and we'll stop the play. 10:22 to go here in the second period. Don't forget, MidStates Hockey Game of the Week brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. They'll bring the draw back over to the near side here. Maxwell Chen able to win it back off Zariga, but fired down by John Burroughs. It's going to be long and will find the line for the icing. Oh, fun thing here. Don't forget, MidStates Game of the Week brought to you in part by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Joe salutes all the players and coaches in tonight's game. For more information, call Joe Watson at 314-872-8900 or search Joe Watson at Stiefel.com. Another win back by Zariga. High off the glass, and the play is just not working as they're going to go for another icing.
Burroughs is trying to find an outlet and a breakout and get somebody in space. Maybe get a 2-on-1 right off the draw. They're just not connecting. The puck's bouncing just a hair ahead of their rushing winger.
Face off near side again. Froelich wins it back. Shot in, save made. Right in the glove of Holenberg.
It's like face-offs. I think that's what it is.
Well, I mean, you got to pad the stats somehow. Another face-off, one back by Zariga, and this one into the tinfoil ceiling. Where is it? No, we're not falling, and now we are going to be looking up, scared for the rest of the game. Or at least they will on the
That puck's going to fall down. We're going to play 2 pucks.
Well, I don't know. There's probably 100 pucks in there. Face-off, one back by the Rams. Pops back up, shot blocked. I'm not sure if you can count the amount of pucks that are stuck in this roof here. Played back, shot in, and a save made by Doherty. Coming from the far side, letting it go Besser.
I just imagine if you took off the tinfoil, it'd be like those videos of the dogs getting a bunch of tennis balls dropped on them. Just have a bunch of hockey players under here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Or like those videos where they'll send the barn dogs out to get the rats, and then just hundreds of rats come flying through.
Yeah.
Kind of a very different comparison, but that's what came into my mind as soon as you said dogs. Played back in by the Bombers. There to pick it up there, Brian. Moving it up ahead. Can't connect the glove. Down attempt. Fanned on by Froelich. Back down low. Trying to fire it into the crease. Trobe playing it through. Dredge fired through, and the whistle goes. It's going to be a hand pass called from the backside linesman.
I didn't even see that he was the one calling it for a second. I was a little confused because I'm like, that's a quick whistle. I didn't think that puck was stopped yet. But a hand pass makes more sense, but it's a little far away to make that call.
Face off one back by the Rams there by Weingrad. He's got the 1 goal so far here today as this has gone back and forth. Shots 12-10 in favor of the Rams. MICDS. Played across, out in front, trying to connect the pass intended for Weingrad. Got deflected and now up the other way. Poncet waiting, backhand feed, but Broadback was going to the slot and not along the wall. Goes back to the neutral zone. Weingrad taps it around. He's going to have a break. Weingrad in, waits up, fired it wide. What a move by Weingrad and just put it wide of the post. Now up ahead, deflected through, kept in and offside just barely. Poncet couldn't keep the zone. Battling for it, Myers. He'll bring it through. 3-on-2 now. Myers scooting through, poked away from him. Now Dredge moving it up ice. Gets it back from Poncet, tips it through on the far side wall in front of his own bench. Now up ahead, Weingrad waits, dangles through, tried to feed it down low to the rushing Myers, couldn't connect, slapped in off of the net, no icing. I don't know if Myers might have thought it or if he was just tired, but if Myers is tired, he's got to get off the ice. Played up the wall, Spital off of the advertising. Got flung over to the far side. Poncet picking up at the red line. He'll bring it over onside, tipping it down low with the stick. Trobe setting up for the net. Poncet waits. He's got Lou at the point. Poncet, cross ice. McDonald tried to go back down low. Just couldn't connect. And now break the other way. Gillies, 2-on-0. He's got Myers with him. Gillies in, backhand, forehand. And the save made. And the Rams are going to go on a power play as Miles was shoved into the goaltender on the backside.
Going to get a cross-checking here, it looks like, from the official.
Yeah, interference actually. The call. A 2-on-0. Myers just sitting back, allowing Gillies to just bring it through.
That was a great opportunity for MICDS to grow their lead, and now they're going to get a chance to do it. We saw them score shorty last week ahead of our game, our Oakville-Lafayette matchup. Now you're going to see them with an extra player on the ice instead of being down a man.
Well, John Burroughs has got to get their situation figured out. They got 5 guys on the ice, so one of them's got to go off and quick. Karlovic, if they don't go quick enough, there's going to be a delay of game here. They got to get that guy off the ice. Let's go, Bombers! First power play on for MICDS coming at the 6:24 mark of this second period. Or correction, 7:24 mark, that is. Shot in, got blocked through. Into the corner. Controlled, Tipton out in front. And taken away by the Bombers and flipped down by Besser. Well, if you're keeping tabs right now on the Blues game, or if you're not, I should say, but you like to. Blues are currently tied right now with the Devils 2-2. Could be a lot better, in my opinion. He only made it 3-2 there. There's a move around. Good shorthanded chance moving in. 2-on-3. King trying to move it, throw it after a couple of nasty moves. And now Weingrad will bring it in. Got hooked up a little bit. Not going to get the call. Coach is infuriated about it. Now up ahead. Danforth stopped at the blue line. Wrists it back in and on goal. Nice Siegel played back out. High stick. And the whistle goes. A little lucky there on the backside there for Siegel. It was right at the whistle. About a half second more, he would have gotten blown up.
Yeah, that was a close one there for him. I don't think you realized that the whistle had been called. I swear when the Bombers were offside here on the near side, I think I heard from the other end of the stadium. It wasn't from a referee, but I heard a whistle, and it sounded like, and everybody kind of slowed down for a second, then realized it was still in play.
6:30 to go here in this second period. About 45 seconds, give or take, left on the MICDS power play. As they'll begin it with Maxwell Chen moving it up from his own zone over the blue line. He'll look to take it in himself. Broadback watching him. Chen still with it. And he'll begin his tour of the offensive zone. Played it back. Myers sitting at the point. He'll wait. Surveys. Back down low to Chen. Myers back down low. Shot in and a blocker save. As he was creeping down low into the near side circle. Played around. Good play on the far side there by Froelich. And danced around. Chen waits up ahead. Broadbeck swatting at it, moving through, able to get a backhand across and out of the zone. What a play by Broadbeck at the blue line to clear it out. And that'll kill off the penalty here for John Burroughs. Moving it through, backhanded across. A little bit of confusion on the John Burroughs bench. Nearly had him with too many, or actually not enough, as this one's played across and will pop right back up to the point. Kept alive there by Theodoro. Popped up, and offside are the Rams.
It was nearly a great hold there by Myers. Just a sliver of white. Linesman must have seen it.
So face-off near side, neutral zone dot. Weingrad will step in against Zariga, and it's one ahead. Good move by Lou. He brings it forward, or Lamb, that is, knocking it down. No high stick. Besser tried to move it through. It got poked off. Myers now can't push it through King, and he'll bring him into the corner. King getting held up a little bit there by Myers. Back up to the point, kept in by the Rams. They'll try to cycle it around. Shot in, and a sliding pad save there by King in front of the crease.
King is playing with a little bit of fire tonight. That is multiple block shots where he's going all out, all over the ice just to make it a little bit easier on his goaltender.
Popped up in the corner. And now brought up by the Bombers. Could be a 2-on-1. A good move up ahead. Besser walks, shot in, glove save. He had Lamb with him. Not a bad shot, but I think better play probably would have been defeated over.
Feed it over, try and get a new look, catch the goalie off guard. He's locked in on you. Try and find the open half of the net there on that chance, especially down a goal in a game that you really need to get moving earlier than this.
One back by the Rams. They'll begin the breakout, deflected through, and nearly a good play out in front by Ponce. And a big hit, oh my! What a hit, what a shoulder, no icing, as Traub lays out Gillis. Oh, my.
Deliberate hit from Traub. Just trying to make sure he doesn't let up something on his end.
Gillies able to deflect it on net, and a glove save by Hollenberg. Woo! What a hit.
It was loud, too. I think the 10-floor roof helps with that, don't you think?
Oh, it's also very short, so that also helps as well. It's the only soft service, I think, in the entire rink outside of the banners. Face off, blocker side, far side, Hollenberg in the corner. Dredge chasing in, two each. He'll pull it out, up ahead. Poncet probably should have just pulled it through himself, tried to play it off the wall. Now up ahead for Poncet, was looking the wrong direction.
Would have been a great chance for Poncet if he saw it. He just was looking over his right shoulder. Puck came in on the left side.
Perlovic with a good hit in front of the Zamboni door. It's 3-on-2. Come the Bombers as Traub tried to feed it over. Poncet again out of position. Trying to pick it up in the corner. Fired up to the point. Unable to keep it alive was Karlovic. In the neutral zone. Goes across his deep partner Dredge. He'll wait. Karlovic on his forehand. Traub trying to connect with it. Sticked away. Moving up. Theodoro right out in front. Played to him. And they're offside as there was a skater that was off for MICDS. He didn't go off on the other side of the blue line, I guess.
It's a couple of times that MICDS has been caught offsides on a pretty solid rush opportunity to get in there and extend this lead to 2 as there's 3 minutes left here in the second.
One back by Weingrad. Played in. Still a 1-0 game. 3 minutes to go here. Jacob Stonick alongside Hunter Mulholland in our MidStates game of the week as now Spital will move it up ahead. Eimster Moving it up, top of the circle shot, and a glove save made by Doherty.
Doherty is playing a fantastic net tonight inside of the rushes. He is not letting up anything on a rush. He's not giving them an angle to try and find something over on the short side.
Face off, glove side, far side of Doherty. He's stopped all 13 shots faced so far here tonight. One back by the Rams again. Heavy pinch on the side of Spencer King. They dump it back in, that being the Bombers. Picked back up by Theodoro. He'll look to move it up. Long stretch pass ahead, picked off by King. Back in, off of the wall. Rams trying to move it up ahead. Back into the Bomber end. McDonald backhands it up and ahead. Myers there looking to center it out in front. Deflection, just not enough speed on it as Tipton was waiting right there for the tip. Hollenberg still loose in a crease. Fired away by John Burroughs. Back up top. Slapper coming in. Takes a deflection. Still loose. Patted away. And King will slowly bring it up. Feeds it off Spital as Eimster up ahead. Plays it out the wall for him. Eimster not enough speed. Almost sticked it away. And now moving it up ahead, Hogan. Played around Myers. He'll wait, and he'll cycle it up. He'll bring it through himself. Creates a chance, moving it through, chips it up. Myers, short angle, off of the bar. Rebound out in front, and fired wide. Now another shot in, a pad save made, as that one was wristed in by Seagal, and now 2-on-2. Spital will just wrist it down low. They need a 4 out of 5 change here, as Lamb run into, and it's going to be interference. Not the smart play by Sean Hogan on the backside. As Lamb was just racing after the puck. Hogan didn't have the puck either. And as moving it up ahead was Tipton and ran his man over.
And here we go again. Another late power play opportunity for John Burroughs. John Burroughs has had some opportunities here. Maybe with a little bit of extra space on the ice, they'll be able to find the puck's home in the back of the net.
I tell you what, I'm kind of concerned about the man walking in with the DeSmet overalls as Besser threw one in and with no shirt on underneath.
They're getting ready.
You can tell this one's going to be a rowdy one here after this one.
Two big rivals between DeSmet and SLU coming up.
Rivals, state champs, two of the best. I mean, it's going to be an incredible one. I think I'm going to stick around for that one, honestly. I got nothing else going on tonight. Broadbeck drops it off. And a move it through. Poncet run into. Besser lost side of the puck. Kept to the blue line. They're onside. Already 30 seconds gone. Final minute to go here in the second period. Cross ice feed. Waiting. Good move on the far side. Shot in by Zariga. And it got deflected over the net. Poncet holding at the blue line. Back down low. Zariga knocked down in front of the crease. Theodoro battling with Broadbeck. And now Zariga getting in. 1v2. Theodoro with a good effort. Kept alive. Zariga. Besser. Quick cross ice feed. King walks it in. Slapper and a glove save by Doherty. They're getting the shots, but not the clean chances that you need.
No, and their best opportunity would have been here at the end of the second. You get a tired goaltender. You're going to come out in the third with 35 seconds of a power play. You got to win the faceoff. You get maybe 1-2 rushes, and the goaltender's a little bit more fresh.
Shot up high. Besser holds. Shot in, and a pad save made by Doherty. Not sure if he saw it the full way, but he saw enough as Besser just couldn't keep it under control. Final 10. Bombers got to clear the zone. Played up ahead. 3-on-2. Final few seconds. Moving it up ahead. Poncet just holds on to it. What is he doing? Poncet, he's got to put it towards the net.
Got to shoot the puck there. You got no time left. Shoot it at the net. Hope for a rebound if you don't get it past them. And give your team an opportunity here. And now, like I said, you're going to come out. You're going to have 35 seconds. You got 1 or 2 rushes here, and you got to win. You got to win the first faceoff. You lose this first faceoff, you get 1 rush. You get 1 opportunity to go and find the equalizer.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years.
Looking for a perfect spot after the big game? Head to Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's
everything. We've got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back here for the third period. Besser bringing it in off the draw. Final 30 seconds of this power play as well. Second period in a row. John Burroughs has started on the power play. Still nothing of it. Only one goal so far here today. That belonging to Kiefer Weingrad, his 5th of the season, leading the way for these Rams as Spencer King will begin the breakout here for the Bombers. Besser brings it up. Final 10 of the power play. He'll bring it up himself. Trying to skate through. Leaves it out to Lamb. The linesman takes a tumble. Besser moving it around him, using him as a nice little traffic cone as Lamb watches it. Let's go right past ahead. King looking for the deflection. Zariga might have been a high stick.
That would have been a nasty tip-in if he got that on net.
Well, it might not have been a high stick in the case of a pass, but I believe it was still over the crossbar. They probably would have counted it anyway. Played back in. Here comes Cooper Myers. He'll flip one in, and it will be stopped by Hollenberg. Hollenberg's had a pretty solid game here tonight so far.
Yeah, she stopped 16 of 17 shots. The offense for the Bombers just needs to get going and help her out a little bit, take some pressure off of her before this gets too close to the finish line.
Third period here brought to you by Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. Perfect spot after the big game. Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, not one thing, it's everything. And I've talked about it before. For a kid who goes to school at Lindenwood, I've never been to Chicken and Pickle. And
How?
That's what I keep saying to myself, but I need to go.
It's like right down the road.
That's what I'm saying. Out in front, played in, they score! Wyatt Gillies cleans it up out in front. And the Rams take the lead, or to double their lead here. A minute 08 into the third.
That was a fantastic opportunity. Win the faceoff, get it in, funnel it in, and get a good chance early. And now they've got a little bit of breathing room. It's still the most dangerous lead in hockey. You don't want to get too comfortable. You still got to play a little bit harder.
Well, if you've been watching any Blues games, you know exactly what 2-goal lead is.
Sometimes I feel like they're trying to do it.
It's called an absolute prison. Played up ahead. Rams bringing it back into their zone. Dredge now moving forward. Got flipped in and deflected out of play. As a couple of guys tangled up at the blue line there, that being Dredge and Danforth.
We're going to get a face-off here in the neutral zone as this gets ready to go. Burroughs has to get this win and get one quick before time runs out on him.
I always say it, face-off, winning draws wins you the game, simply put. As this one is played in deep by the Bombers. Ponset trying to get out in front of it. Ponset, 1 goal in the season so far for him. Got tripped up on the backside there by Jackson Bryan and moved up. Here comes Cooper Myers, one of 2 captains, bringing it through on his backhand. Centers out in front. Weingrad not there in time. Runs into Broadbeck, and now Ponset up ice. 3-on-3, make it 4-on-3. Ponset trying to move it through on the far side. Goes behind the cage. Dredge flings it around. Everyone just kind of looking at each other for John Burroughs saying, are you going to the puck? Am I going to the puck? What's going on here?
A little miscommunication there by the Bombers, and now it's going to lead to a chance here on the rush. Oh, as he fans it.
Fanned on the puck, Weingrad. Up ahead, high off of the glass. Into the skates of McDonald.
Is that an announcer's jinx?
I think
right
so.
There?
I don't
think
know.
they were about to go on the rush and
think it
immediately fans it.
Probably a game-changing play, I think, would have to classify it, but I don't think that changes the game per se. As this one's flipped up ahead. McDonald there on his forehand. up ahead on set. Trying to put it through and just waiting for it. There is Theodoro, but a glove down by McDonald at center ice. They'll bring it in, top of the far circle. Shot was blocked moving through. Moved in, Spital trying to center out in front for Lou. And he's able to whack it off the boards to the far side, but now 2-on-1. Here come the Rams. Chen moving it through, tried to dish it off. Out in the crease, still jamming at it. And it pops out. They're calling for a goal. It never even crossed the line.
Didn't look like it came close. Looked like they had it frozen anyways. So the Rams are going to get an offensive zone faceoff here.
They need a defensive
Trying to
stand.
figure out which side they're going to go to here. It looks like they were lining up on the far side dot. Now they're going to go to the near side.
11:58 to go here in the third. Shots are 19-14 in favor of MICDS. Vance will fling it off for the boards on the backside. Trying to go to Spital. Picked off there by Gillies, the most recent goal scorer. Trying to fling it around, fanning on it a handful of times was Vance. And now finally he'll get a stick to it. Spital backhands it, can't get it past the point. Fired in. Loose. McDonald able to swat it over. And then back up to the point. Spital with the big clapper block. As that one was let go by Segal. Pop back out. Spital dishes it off. Lou with some speed up ahead. 1v1. Moves it through. Lou trying to get a shot. Rolled off his stick. Played into the wall. Imster going back deep again. There to pick it up is Siegel. Spital. Segal will try and fire one deep. That one's going to end up going on goal. So no icing. Free change, both teams. A long stretch pass up ahead. Imster deflects it over. Besser trying to move it through. Besser's got a goal on the year. He'll cycle it around. Cross ice feed. Karlovic back down to the corner. Sariga trying to go low. Imster not in the position to receive it. And now the Rams breaking it out. Trobe kicks it at the point, keep it in the MICDS zone. Flip back down low by Imster. Zariga giving chase. Stumped on the backside. Theodoro will play it off of the wall and all the way down.
Nearly 5 minutes have gone past here. MICDS extends their lead. Burroughs still looking to get on the board. Doherty's played fantastic tonight in net. And when you see going into this matchup, you see a 4-goal average and giving up 8 in 2 games. You think maybe he's really wanting this shutout?
I think so. King back down low. Besser off the draw, tipped in and just goes wide. Flipped up ahead. King spinning back. Besser off his stick. Gets run into. But he keeps a handle on it. Goes back to the backhand. He'll slowly bring it up. Place it behind the net. Connecting with Trobe. Long pass over. Trobe brings it in over the red line. Blue line with speed. Got some handles on it. Trobe still bringing. Centering feed. Rolled through, but couldn't find anyone in a white sweater.
Lamb was there. He just couldn't reach it. Just out of reach. That would have been a great chance. It would have been on the far side of the net here.
King sticked away from him. Besser picking it up. Can't move it through. Ran into 2. The ultimate one being Joseph Lawson. Flipped up ahead. Lawson there. Fires it down low. Myers is onside. He's the first one to it. At the hash marks on the far side. Centering feed on the backhand. Popping down low. A hit laid by Tipton. Lost the handle. In the corner now. Traub shoving him in. He shoves him away. Tripped up. No call. Back out in front. In the slot. And cleared away by the Bombers. Kept alive. Shot in. Got deflected. Myers. Backhand out in front. And deflected away by Hollenberg. Giving chase. Weingrad. Into the corner. At the hash marks. Trying to move it through. Flipped away. As Tipton couldn't find anyone. Back down low from Theodoro. Past Weingrad. Wraps all the way around. Segal deflected, and it just goes high. Good stick out in front by Myers. Out in front again, trying to center it. And now King with speed the other way. Here comes the assistant captain for the Bombers. Brings it over the blue line. He's got Besser with him, and he got run into. There's only 2 guys from John Burroughs there in on the rush. Lamb picking it off along the wall. Besser rolls through him. McDonald tries to fling it through. Dredge will whack at it and played back in. And Clapper all the way across. Moving through, off of the wall, up ahead to Chen. He's onside. Chen, what? No, he was off. As friendly chirping going back and forth behind us.
Just a little bit. Kind of caught off us.
So one said no, and the other guy said yes, and I think that was the saying.
And the referee said yes. So.
Yeah, the referee said yes, and I think the parents were saying, well, it's just, I don't agree with him. And he says, well, you should, because he was right. I guess so. I'm not sure. Moving it through, Karlovic got run into the near corner. Lou putting a hit on. Broadbeck has it, rolled away from him, poked away by Chen. Up to the point, Karlovic couldn't keep it alive. Cross ice, McDonald flipping it ahead. Lou through his skates. Now they move it forward. Picked away. What a move by Poncet with a nice toe drag. Didn't see the guy behind him, but he still keeps it. Poncet walking through, but he got rubbed off the puck ever so slightly, and he got run into right after the play. And now back up come the Rams. Fired in, or Hollenberg will glove it. Probably should have played that one, but interesting, and not happy was Jackson Bryan about something.
Here we go. Another offensive zone faceoff here for the Rams. They scored their second goal on a quick one.
Faceoff, near side. Dredge moving it forward. Onto the stick of Sean Hogan. Back down low, McDonald rolls right through Bouchine. Along the hash marks, Imster can't get it out of the zone. Kept alive, back down low. Bouchine waits, trying to go short side, couldn't connect. Karlovic giving chase, two-handed swat on the backside by Lawson, rolls around. Bouchine there to pick it up near corner, back up to the point. Hogan rolls away from him. Imster is giving chase, no icing, got deflected, but it was a play back, so should have been an icing anyway. Imster unable to speed up next to Hogan, who tries to move it ahead. Dredge, man got knocked down. Coach is infuriated below the goal line, moving it through. Dredge sticked away from him. Rams trying to move it ahead and flung back down low there by Trobe. Seeing some trouble after getting one in the chest there. Played down low. King wanted to slap her. Spital, miscommunication. Bouncing around, kept alive, and a big hit! And King's going to go to the box here.
King lays a big one, but it's going to cost him as MICDS is headed to the power play.
And it's going to be a roughing call here. This one coming at 8:37 of the third. And now this is going to be a huge kill for the Bombers.
This is an important one. We saw it in the last game. We saw it in the Seckman versus Fox game. There were some goals scored in a very short amount of time late in the third period. The Bombers still have a chance, but they got to kill this penalty first.
One back by the Rams, through some skates, turnaround shot, fired high and wide as that was let go by Danforth in the slot. Karlovic can't clear the zone off the near side advertising. Back up to the point. Cross feed. Myers waits, shot through, and that one got deflected wide. Hollenberg didn't see it at all. Kept in. Good chance, flipped across. One-timer as it just bounced over the stick of Tipton. Into the corner. They're yelling. Hollenberg with the glove save. I think a joint SLU high school John Burroughs student section going on right now.
The student sections are combining. You've got the Smet and MICDS. You got burgundy over here and you got blue over here. At least they're keeping the colors consistent.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Wrists it down off the draw win by Besser. You got to keep it color-coded, obviously.
At least you don't have some of the DeSmet kids over here and the SLU kids over there.
That would be even worse.
It'd be more confusing.
Zariga back behind the goal line, killing off some time. There's about 10, make that 1:08 left here on the MICDS power play. Moved in. And the Smet kids are just getting in. They don't even play for at least another, give or take, 30 minutes. There's still 5 minutes left in this one.
They got to sand the ice. They got to get loose.
It's slated for an 8:30 start. Yet they are already getting rowdy. You love to see it. Played up ahead and wristed down out of danger. Spital will wait and will wrist it down low. Stopped behind the net by Doherty, trying to get that first shutout of the season.
It's college football rivalry week. Why not high school hockey in St. Louis?
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Burroughs fans getting into it. Final 5 minutes to go. Weingrad tries to skate through two. Trobe able to get a stick on it, and a nice blocker stop with a glove, with a drop of the stick, and then a snag by Hollenberg to freeze it. They're getting lively here. Face off one back by the Bombers. 10 seconds to go on the King penalty. Broadbeck racing through, and at the last second was sticked away by Segal. Up ahead, missing the bench. Segal unable to get a stick to it, and a successful penalty kill. King out of the box. On for him is on set. McDonald there to pick it up in the slot. The Smet fans just getting rowdy. Played up ahead, though. Here comes MICDS moving it ahead. Ran into.
I think they have a drum.
They got a lot of things over there.
I see some Venezuelas, and I think a drum.
Oh, there's flags, there's horns, there's all kinds of stuff. Played up ahead. Broadback, a pinch, effort, miss. Broadback moving through, poked away from him. Poncet couldn't bring it into the zone. He was offside. Lackadaisical look. Final 3:44 here to go. The Vuvuzuela is now coming out as well for DeSmet. Lou racing in. Played back around. A collision behind the boards there, as it was a Dredge colliding on the backside with Hogan. On the far side, hash marks. Lou out in front, deflected away. Here comes Myers. Could have a breakaway. Top of the circle. Myers, look, shot, save made.
What a great opportunity there for the captain, Myers. He gets a break. He tips that puck away. He's all alone. And he just probably, if he looks top right, he looks over the glove side, he might have a chance.
3:14 to go here in the third period. 23-14 of the shots on goal. They'll face off one back. Here's King behind the cage. He'll look, flip one up ahead. And now the big thing is you got to keep an eye on Hollenberg. How long she'll stay in the net. Dredge leaving it off. Place is packed. Up ahead. Lamb moving it up ahead. Final three. Top of the circle. Dishes off. Poncet. What a move. Lost the handle. Pulls it back out to the far corner. Up to the point. Trying to keep it alive. Trobe flings it back down low. And now MICDS could have a chance. Backhanded ahead. 2-on-1. Up ahead. Tipton and Myers. Tipton fanned on the pass. Trying to backhand it in. Rolls off. Shot. They score!
Wow. What a chance by Myers there. Tipton fans on the pass. Myers skates over, gets it. Burroughs fumbles the puck, and Myers finds the back of the net.
Myers coming over to the combined stew, and they'll jump into the glass. And that should just about seal it here. Cooper Myers, the goal at 12:26 of the third. So it'll be a last-ditch effort here by John Burroughs. We'll see if they still have it in them to pull Morgan Hollenberg. And now trying to move it up ahead. Busser sticking it away. Besser trying to move it ahead. Moving through, Besser picking it up in the circle. Waits, Hollenberg stout in the net, so I don't think they'll pull her down three here. Top of the circle shot deflected, and it just went wide. Popping around. Play made. On the near side wall, tipped away, moving forward. Up ahead, Chen looks, wanted to feed it into the center of the ice. Connect with Carmody. Flipped up ahead, racing ahead for it. Besser with King 2-on-2. King couldn't get the handle. Flips it off for Broadbeck. Trying to pick it up. Besser at the hash marks, ran into. Broadbeck tried to drag it, couldn't get it through, and backhand out of the zone. Final minute 35 to go. Besser at the blue line. Backhands up. King bringing it through. Top of circle, shot, went wide, and now quickly the other way. Danforth moving it ahead for MICDS. 3-on-3. Danforth over the blue line. Backhands it back. Myers slapper and a glove save by Hollenberg.
In a game that started off being dominated in the O zone by Burroughs, MICDS stormed back and was able to take a 3-goal lead as we wrap up here with 1:15 to go.
Looking for the perfect spot after the big game. Head of Chicken and Pickle St. Charles. It's not one thing, it's everything. We got it all. Watch parties on the big screen, family-friendly events, weekend brunch, and of course, pickleball for every age and skill level. Whether you're a hockey parent, player, coach, or just here for the fun, there's something for everyone at Chicken and Pickle. Eat, play, cheer, and connect all in one place. Visit us at Chicken and Pickle St. Charles, where it's not one thing, it's everything. And that was one of the fastest Saturdays I have done in a long time. Somehow the draw came all the way down in the MICDS zone. I'm not exactly sure why. I didn't catch it. But it's one back by the Rams. Off the wall. King trying to step forward. Poked ahead. 2-on-1 again. Weingrad moving it ahead. Weingrad shot. Save made in the rebound. Kicked away from Tipton. And now 3-on-2. 4-on-2 if they hurry. King moving ahead. He's got Spector with him. King waiting. Fumbled it for a second. Pulls it back. Final minute. Flinging it low. Spector, Besser, back up to King. He's got to walk the line. He fell down, blew a tire, moved around over to Tipton. He'll bring it into the zone. Final 40 to go. Shot in high and wide. Besser holds it. He'll move it through over the red line. Now over the blue line. Flung in. He gets run into. He wanted a call. He's not going to get it. Flipped in high. He runs into a man, and now the other side wants a call. Final 22 seconds to go. 3-0 the score for MICDS on this rivalry Wednesday night. Kicked up ahead. Myers moving it in. Final 10. Slapper went wide. Backhand chance, and it just went through the crease. Might have got off the post.
I think it went across the entire goal line and then kicked out.
Now we'll bring it back. Theodoro, he'll hold on to it, and that'll do it. A rivalry night win for MICDS and a first shutout of the year for Evan Doherty.
Doherty played fantastic. He only faced 15 shots, but he stopped all of them, kept them out of the net. And the MICD offense continues to roll as they beat John Burroughs 3-0 here tonight.
Well, they're quickly kicking out the student sections of each team and invading it like, I'm not sure, probably I'd say how Napoleon would invade a country back in the Napoleonic War. Just quick, fast, and straight to the point, kicking them out with ease. That's what these two student sections just did to Burroughs and MICDS.
If you're in the area, it is going to be a fun one here tonight at Afton in about, 25-30 minutes?
Give or take. She is slated for 8:30. We'll see if it starts at the time. And, of course, catch me later on. Sure, it'll be a rowdy one. I think I'm going to stick around here and be in the same spot as well. Give both the atmospheres for Blues postgame later tonight here, later on STL Sports Central. That'll be a really fun one with me and Matthew Rocchio. That'll be a real fun one. And hopefully it's not too rowdy while I'm doing the postgame here. I don't want to miss a single second of this. This will be a really fun one.
Going to be a good one tonight here. After a great one between MICDS and Burroughs. Burroughs had a lot of chances, but they just were never able to find the back of the net and really get something moving and get some offensive pressure tonight. Meanwhile, MICDS on the other side was able to find it all too well.
MidStates Hockey Game of the Week has been brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stiefel. Your scoring summary from tonight. The first one there, the first one coming in the first period, that came from Kiefer Weingrad, coming from Daniel Theodoro and Cooper Myers. On the other side, in the third, it was 2 goals for MICDS. Wyatt Gillies on the cleanup from Maxwell Chen and Jackson Bryan. And then the sealer, Cooper Myers from Tipton and Theodoro, as this place is just going to get more packed. And I think another reason, too, of why I'm going to stay here, because there is no way I would be able to get here within an hour in terms of getting out of this parking lot. That would take me forever.
I see a lot of flags.
This is going to be crazy.
This is going to be a fun one tonight.
Well, hopefully they don't start a fire as they're poking those flags real close to the fan warmers up there. You really got to hope nothing bad happens here. Well, this has been a fun one. Before it gets way too rowdy, the towels are rolling here. Don't forget, this is going to be a really fun one. The Afton rivalry, the home rink for two of the most prestigious programs in the state next week. December 5th on Friday, right here from Afton Ice Rink, our Mid-States Game of the Week. Christian Brothers against Salu High School. It'll be even rowdier than the one coming up here in just a little bit. It's going to get even crazier. Thank you for joining us here. And don't forget, next week it will be a start time of 8:10 p.m. It's going to be a crazy one on December 5th. Catch it right here on the Lou Info Station, 590 KLIS, live on YouTube and on 590 AM. And you can check the complete schedule and game times at louinfo.com. This has been a fun one, and it's going to be even more fun. We wish we could bring this one to you, but I think if you just got the time to drive to Athens and take it all in person, it'd be even more appreciated. Final score from the night, 3-0 MICDS taking down John Burroughs. And for my partner, Hunter Mulholland, I'm Jacob Stock. This has been the Mid-States Club Hockey Association Game of the Week right here on the Lou Information Station, KLIS.